as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, second and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine, because the amount of time that we know they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
For the Seahawks field goal, a 36-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And now look at him go. Touchdown, 49ers. Jermichael Hasty, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Well, CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things. And he's
going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jordan Reed, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Niners 14, Seahawks 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal on the Seahawks 3-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Jermichael Hasty with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Niners 21, Seahawks 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Wilson. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
21-3 is your score after 1.
With the score, Niners 21, Seahawks 3.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that. Lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. That is incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. They run it with Carson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Page. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll try to run with Carson, and not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A loss 2, and it brings up 4th.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Not much there, only a yard.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Field complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And at the 25-yard line, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Darrell Taylor in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
They need stops to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
There's Wilson to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Page. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that play. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
That good for 22 and a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jermichael Hasty, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Niners 31, Seahawks 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Now it's Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. From the gun, it's Wilson. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 41 yards. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Throwing is Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, Barney, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's got this down to the 35. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. This is Carson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
11 yards there. First down.
And the Seahawks
operating from the gun. Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Carson. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Here's Carson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Wilson. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a dump off here complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, Keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that'll cut the lead down to 18.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak.
Taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football, and this is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
They'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Good. Makes the score Niners 45, Seahawks 20.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Come on, guys, dig deep.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.